So welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations, and you are here for another quick predict show. But before we get to it, we're going to go for a quick intro, and then my man Luke's going to take over. Here we go.
Are you ready?
Luke!
Joel. So we've got a very interesting one. we've got a very interesting one coming up on Friday evening from Falls Park, Belfast, in my own country of Ireland. We have Michael Conlan, former world amateur champion, former Olympian, versus TJ Doheny, former IBF bantamweight champion of the world, and fought for the unified title against Danny Roman. So two prestigious Irish boxers fighting one another. And it's going to be a cracking one on Friday night. How do you see it going, Joel?
Oh, you bugger. You know what? We spoke about this the other day, and this is a tough one to call. We know about Conlan. He can be a bit slow starter sometimes. He can be very hesitant in his own ability, even though he is very talented. But he seems to just switch off sometimes, and it's a really odd one. I've got to get it right. Doheny.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Doheny. Yeah,
I'll take that. Yeah, I think when you look at his record, you look at his resume, I think it's just going to be a great showdown. Is this going to be the opportunity that Conlan needs to put himself out there a bit more? I think it is. I think this will sort of push him up the scale a bit, and he's got to prove his worth, really. I'm going with Michael Conlan, to be honest, to get the job done. But as you say, on the night, it's going to come down to how much he wants it in himself, really.
Absolutely.
Luke, you're the Irishman. You know the background information on this one.
Yeah.
How do you?
Like Conlan's pro career so far has been like somewhat lackluster, I suppose. He hasn't really shone in it. He's had his redemption fight, you know, against his Olympic foe where he got robbed against the Russian. So he's had that. He got that out of the way, and then things kind of started to stagnate a little bit. He had his homecoming in Falls Park in Belfast a couple of years ago, which was his last fight in front of a crowd as well. Obviously had a good win there. Doheny, like I said, former world champion. Did it the hard way as well. Went over to Japan, won on points, went and took the title. Then went to fought Danny Roman. Now, without being biased, I thought Doheny won that fight against Roman. In my eyes, Doheny should have been the unified champion of the world. It was a tight fight, though, no robberies. They both have a common opponent as well, against Ianat Baluta, I think his name is. He's a Romanian. Doheny took a shock defeat to him last time out. Shocked everyone. No one expected that to happen. And then, of course, Michael Conlan had to fight him. And, of course, Michael Conlan beat him. So that's their common foe. Obviously, Conlan beat him. Yeah. Doheny lost to him. A lot of people might look at that. I think, obviously, the momentum's with Conlan. Age is with Conlan. Size is with Conlan. I seen the fight was meant to be at 122 pounds, but it's now going to be at 124, which will suit Conlan a bit more, having to cut a little bit less weight. Doheny's a smaller man, but one thing that I've questioned throughout Conlan's career, and it's nothing against him, it's just you either have it or you don't, it's power at world level.
Yeah.
Does he have the power to keep a skilled pressure fighter off him? We've seen it with Lee Wood against Khan the other night. He had the power to keep Khan honest. Does Conlan have the power to keep Doheny honest? I don't think so. And Doheny's a southpaw. He's awkward, he comes forward, throws lots of punches. And Conlan likes to switch hit, but against a natural southpaw, switch hitting could be dangerous. And I think if he turns southpaw or gets square on, Doheny's going to land the shots. And I think if there's a correct decision, I think Doheny could win it. But the only thing that's swaying me towards Conlan is this is a 10-round fight, not a 12-round fight. So unless Doheny starts fast, he's not going to get it. And I think Conlan is going to win a decision.
Okay, cool. Well, you picked that to bits, mate, and no one could have done it better. So, as we say, leave in the comments how you're going to see the fight. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Check out the rest of the quick predicts that go out. As we say, there's a good weekend of boxing coming up. Friday, Saturday. There's all sorts happening this weekend. Yeah, so tune in. We'll be doing live watch-alongs where we can. And Luke, thank you very much. And I'll see you soon.
Cheers, Joel.
Are you